Hi, I'm Christopher Blakeslee. Today I want to talk to you about my 3 favorite activities to help shift your mindset to a better place for healing from chronic health problems: 5 bright spots, a 3 good things book, and the Benevolent Universe premise game. These resources help me to overcome a lifetime of health problems from autoimmune disease and being disabled by them and chronic pain and other symptoms for 15 years. If you'd like to see my story, see the link below this video. When you have chronic health problems, you need some things that you can count on to be your foundation that you can progress from. 5 bright spots can be a great way to establish some stability into your days and get you some values that you can regularly count on. For this activity, you simply do at least 5 activities every day. Here's a list of mine from the first year of my recovery. Talk with my mom for 30 minutes. Watch a Bollywood song video. Play a video game for 1 hour. Read 30 minutes before bed in minimal lighting and silence. Walk slowly for 10 minutes and finish with 3 Qigong moves. Unless an absolute acute emergency occurs on a day, make sure you always get these activities in and slowly add to the list. This will help you to establish some control amidst chaos and help you build the better days. A 3 good things book. This one is simple. End your day by writing down 3 good things that happened. These can come from your 5 bright spots or elsewhere, and they can be small depending on your limitations. I began with that I told my mom that I loved her, or that it looked pretty outside that day, or even that I went for a 5-minute walk. This activity will help you build a value orientation to focus on what's still good in your life, and it can be a fun challenge to keep you making an effort to continually come up with new good things to write down. I came up with the Benevolent Universe premise game during the worst of my years, whenever the world seemed like a terrifying place because stimuli of all kinds were overwhelming me. The heat from the sun was bothering me, and even the sight and sound from television and music were a problem. I began to see the world as a place where only pain and discomfort mattered, and it shifted my mind to a very negative place. Whenever I realized that, I came up with the game to shift my attention to the focus on values that matter and sustain life, even mine in that impaired state, because I knew it was essential to develop a mindset that could promote healing. I named the game this because life is possible and has been flourishing for billions of years. The universe is a place where life can thrive, and it's life-affirming values like food, shelter, and human connection that fuel us physically and spiritually. These are what we need to survive, what are truly important, and how we build despite our limitations, no matter how powerful pain and destruction can seem. And when we have constant pain or symptoms, it can be easy to fixate on the destructive parts of existence, like pain or symptoms, which can bring on stress hormones that can be inflammatory when we have too many of them. Focusing on the good things, like a flower bed, can trigger biochemicals associated with relaxation and even pain relief, like endorphins, or at the very least a pause from focus on the negatives. So engaging in this game can help you develop a mindset to focus on values, and it can bring beneficial biochemicals and start hosing down the stress fires. It can also help you see that the world isn't quite as dark as your body's internal state can make you see it to be, and what values you're constantly surrounded by. To train a focus on these values, simply pay attention to something you see and name what makes it valuable. It's easy to think that flowers are pretty, or that the sun provides the heat that makes life possible on Earth. It's a little harder to see a trash can and think, I'm glad we live in a civilization that picks up my trash from the curb. When it's a man-made object, such as a great painting or a smartphone, think of the ingenuity, skill, and work it took to make them. Painting takes astounding skill and clarity of vision to do well. Smartphones are marvels of technology, and it took thousands of hours of study to build one, all the way from the microprocessors to the coding that makes them function. You'll quickly see we're surrounded by such amazing achievements made possible by members of our species, and we share those same reasoning capabilities and can appreciate them. And just like those innovators, we can apply ingenuity and effort to better our health even in our limited circumstances. You can start by looking outside, finding new things to look at on walks, or even on TV shows like How It's Made or in books. This game can be a lifeline to a better mindset when you're depressed and shift your focus to what values you can still have despite your limitations. It can help you to spark new hobbies when you don't feel like doing anything, to want to make your own valuable contributions to the world in a way you hadn't thought possible, and importantly, motivate you to make health changes to improve your circumstances. I suggest playing the game several times per week until you notice that it's a regular part of your thinking. I've seen time and again in myself and my clients that there are still many choices that we can make to be our best selves despite our health limitations. By seeing and appreciating the life-affirming values all around us, we can fuel ourselves to make changes to balance our bodies, be happier, and achieve our best health. Now you have 3 more potent ways to start the mental work of your recovery journey. I think the consequences of how one sees the world are so important for health that I make it the topic of the entire 2nd chapter of the book I'm writing with former Mayo Clinic Dr. Jim Lemons about how to best manage and sometimes reverse chronic health problems. I hope this video has made your journey with chronic health problems a little brighter. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can find more information and about my services helping others with chronic health problems at my website and in the links below this video.